What is Zen Buddhism? Understanding the path to enlightenment. What is Zen? Have you ever wondered if enlightenment is something you can achieve, or if it's already within you, waiting to be discovered? Imagine searching everywhere for something you've lost, only to realize it's been right in front of you all along. Like glasses sitting on top of your head. What if I told you that Zen Buddhism offers a path to awakening where you don't need to seek enlightenment at all? It's already there. Zen flips the traditional Buddhist approach on its head, revealing that the key to enlightenment is not in what you study, but in seeing what's always been true. Today, we're diving deep into the heart of Zen, a philosophy that influenced not just monks but warriors and artists alike. From the swords of the samurai to the delicate movements of a tea ceremony. How did Zen shape some of Japan's most iconic traditions, and what exactly makes this branch of Buddhism so different from the rest? Stick around as we strip away the mysteries surrounding Zen and explore how it changed Asia forever. What exactly is Zen? Zen Buddhism is unlike any other branch of Buddhism you may have heard of. While most Buddhist schools believe that enlightenment is a far-off destination you reach after years of study and practice, Zen tells you something radical. You're already enlightened. The truth is, it's right there, just waiting to be recognized. It's as if you've been looking everywhere for your glasses, only to realize they've been sitting on your head the whole time. This rebellious approach to enlightenment shakes things up. Zen doesn't ask you to master endless scriptures or rituals. Instead, it asks you to wake up to the reality that's been here all along. To recognize the truth that's right under your nose. There's no need for a long spiritual journey to get there. It's a simple shift in awareness. In fact, Zen's approach is so different that it has influenced not just monks in meditation but also Japan's most disciplined warriors, the samurai. From their martial arts to their approach to life and death, Zen's emphasis on living fully in the present moment had a profound impact. It was Zen that shaped everything from the sharpness of a samurai's sword to the slow, deliberate movements of a tea ceremony. But what made Zen so powerful, so different from the other Buddhist practices that came before it? Let's take a deeper look. Bodhidharma and the birth of Zen. To understand Zen, we need to go back to its roots. Enter Bodhidharma, the monk who is credited with bringing Zen from India to China. Imagine this. The path to enlightenment had been steeped in years of study and tradition. Monasteries were filled with scriptures, debates, and rituals. Buddhist scholars spent their entire lives interpreting sacred texts, trying to piece together a fragmented understanding of enlightenment. But Bodhidharma saw through all of this. He arrived in China in the early 6th century, and what he found was a Buddhist system that had become too intellectual, too bogged down in words. To Bodhidharma, enlightenment wasn't something that could be learned through texts or rituals. It had to be directly experienced. Bodhidharma's first major encounter was with Emperor Wu of the Liang dynasty. The emperor, a devout Buddhist, proudly listed all his charitable acts and temple donations, asking Bodhidharma, "What merit have I earned?" Bodhidharma's response shocked him, "None whatsoever." When asked about the highest meaning of Buddhist truth, Bodhidharma replied with an even bolder statement, "Vast emptiness, nothing holy." This wasn't just an exchange of words, it was a turning point in the history of Buddhism. Bodhidharma's refusal to rely on the scriptures and his emphasis on direct experience laid the foundation for what would become Zen Buddhism. His teachings would spark a revolution in Buddhist thought, showing that the path to enlightenment was not through a gradual climb of knowledge, but through direct realization of the truth in the present moment. Zen's journey to Japan. By the 12th century, Zen Buddhism had spread from China to Japan, where it would take root and deeply influence Japanese culture. But how did Zen travel from the heart of China to the island nation of Japan, and what made it so transformative once it arrived? The journey began with monks like Eisai and Dogen, who traveled to China to study Chan Buddhism, the precursor to Zen. Eisai brought back with him the teachings of Chan and established the Rinzai school in Japan, emphasizing the study of koans, paradoxical riddles designed to disrupt conventional thinking. Dogen, on the other hand, founded the Soto school, which focused on the practice of just sitting. Zazen, a form of meditation that is central to Zen. Zen arrived at a time when Japan was steeped in its own traditions of Shintoism and Buddhism. The Japanese people, already familiar with the concepts of meditation and spiritual practice, found that Zen's simplicity and directness resonated deeply. Zen wasn't about elaborate rituals or philosophical debates. It was about being present in every moment, seeing reality as it is, and most importantly, experiencing it for yourself. The arrival of Zen sparked a cultural revolution in Japan, not only in spiritual life but in the arts, martial practices, and everyday life. From the meticulous art of the tea ceremony to the way samurai wielded their swords, Zen became the guiding philosophy that helped the Japanese see and live life with total clarity and presence. Zen didn't just change the way people meditated, it changed the way they moved through the world. The core practices of Zen: Zazen, Koans, and direct transmission. So, what exactly did Zen practitioners practice? What were the tools that set Zen apart from other Buddhist traditions? At the heart of Zen lies three transformative practices: Zazen, Koans, and direct transmission. These methods are what made Zen Buddhism unique and powerful, shaping everything from martial arts to the arts, and influencing how people live their daily lives. Zazen, seated meditation. The practice of Zazen is the cornerstone of Zen. Unlike other forms of meditation that involve visualization or trying to empty the mind, Zazen is simply about sitting and observing. There's no goal, no expectation, and no attempt to control thoughts. You simply sit, facing a wall, and allow reality to unfold around you. In this state of stillness, you're not trying to achieve anything. You're not trying to force enlightenment. You're just letting go of distractions to be fully present in each moment. Zen Master Dogen, after spending years in China searching for the true meaning of Dharma, came to realize that just sitting itself is enlightenment. He called it dropping off body and mind, the act of letting go of everything that distracts us from the present moment. Koans, Zen riddles. Koans are paradoxical riddles that are designed not to be solved with logic, but to break through the limits of conceptual thinking. Zen practitioners might spend years meditating on a single koan, such as, "What is the sound of one hand clapping?" Or, "What was your original face before your parents were born?" These aren't riddles meant to be figured out by the intellect. They are tools to help shatter the habitual thought patterns that obscure our direct perception of reality. In Zen, the answer doesn't come from the mind. It emerges from experience. Direct transmission. What truly sets Zen apart is the idea of direct transmission. Zen doesn't believe that truth can be captured in words or concepts. Instead, it's passed directly from master to student, heart to heart, mind to mind. This transmission is not about memorizing teachings or studying texts. It's about experiencing truth in a direct, unfiltered way. The Zen master becomes a guide, not just a teacher, but a living example of the teachings, helping students to awaken to the truth for themselves. Zen and the Samurai, a mindset for warriors. Zen's influence wasn't limited to monks and scholars. One of the most profound areas where Zen took root was among Japan's samurai, the legendary warriors who were trained not only in combat but in discipline, strategy, and spiritual practice. The connection between Zen and the samurai is one of the most fascinating aspects of Zen Buddhism's history. For a samurai, the ability to act decisively and without hesitation was a matter of life and death. A warrior who hesitated in battle could be killed in an instant. Zen offered the perfect philosophy for the samurai's mindset. It taught them to move beyond thought, to reach a state where their actions were pure and immediate, without being clouded by fear, doubt, or hesitation. This state of mind is known as mushin, or no mind. In this state, a samurai could act instinctively without the interference of overthinking. They didn't need to plan or strategize. They simply responded to the situation in the moment. Zen's focus on presence and immediate action resonated deeply with the samurai. Master Taekwondo Soho, a Zen monk, explained this idea to the famous swordsman Yagyu Munenori, telling him that the mind must flow like water. When blocked by thoughts, it stagnates, and you die. The ability to act with clarity and precision, without being distracted by fear or indecision, became crucial in martial arts. In combat, a swordsman didn't think about his next move, he simply reacted, like a reflection in a mirror. Zen helped warriors face the ultimate challenge, death. Zen monks meditated in graveyards to contemplate their own mortality, helping them come to terms with the inevitable. The samurai did the same. Die before you go into battle was a Zen saying that taught them to approach death with full acceptance, removing fear and hesitation. In this way, Zen transformed the samurai into warriors who could face death with clarity, without being clouded by the fear of it. Zen in the arts, tea, painting, and poetry. Zen's influence didn't stop at martial arts and warrior culture. It also profoundly impacted the arts, shaping everything from the Japanese tea ceremony to painting, poetry, and even the way people engaged with nature. The beauty of Zen lies in its simplicity, and this is reflected in the art forms it inspired, where each movement, each stroke, and each word is imbued with deep presence and mindfulness. The Zen tea ceremony. At first glance, the Zen tea ceremony may seem like an ordinary ritual, but in the hands of a Zen practitioner, it becomes a meditative practice, a deep expression of mindfulness. Every movement in the ceremony, from the preparation of the tea to the serving, is performed with the utmost attention and care. Zen master Sen no Rikyu, who is credited with refining the tea ceremony, emphasized that the ceremony wasn't about the rules or rituals themselves, but about being fully present in the moment. It's about making one bowl of tea with total focus, without distraction. The simplicity of the practice reflects the essence of Zen. There's nothing extra, nothing superfluous. Every movement is an act of mindfulness, a direct experience of the present moment. Zen painting and calligraphy. In Zen painting, especially in the form of sumi-e, Japanese ink painting, the artist is encouraged to express their thoughts and emotions in a single, continuous stroke. There's no room for correction or hesitation. It's a direct expression of the artist's state of mind in that moment. Zen artists like Hakuin used a single stroke to create images of enlightenment, capturing the essence of the subject with minimalism and clarity. The idea is that each brushstroke is an expression of the artist's awareness of the present moment, not just their technical skill. The Zen circle, known as the Enso, is a prime example of this. A single, perfect brushstroke that symbolizes the universe, completeness, and enlightenment. Zen poetry, haiku. Zen also had a profound influence on Japanese poetry, particularly the haiku. Haiku poets like Basho weren't just creating verses for beauty's sake. They sought to capture a fleeting moment of direct experience, a moment of truth, in the fewest words possible. An old pond, a frog jumps in, splash. No explanation needed. The experience itself speaks directly to the reader, without any need for intellectual analysis. Haiku, like Zen, is about capturing the essence of the moment. Not explaining it, but letting it be what it is. Misconceptions about Zen, clearing up the myths. Despite Zen's profound influence on cultures and disciplines, there are still many misconceptions about what Zen truly is. Many people think of Zen as a peaceful, passive form of meditation, a way to escape the struggles of life and find tranquility. But real Zen is far from what you might expect. Zen isn't about escaping life. It's about fully engaging with life, exactly as it is. It's about seeing through the illusion of separation between what we think life should be and what it actually is. And if we look closely, there are several common misconceptions about Zen that need to be addressed. Zen is about emptying the mind. One of the biggest misunderstandings is that Zen is about clearing your mind and emptying it of all thoughts. This isn't true. Master Dogen, a key figure in Zen, said that thoughts are not the enemy. They come and go, just like clouds in the sky. The problem isn't the thoughts themselves. It's our attachment to them, our belief that we are the thoughts. Zen is about observing thoughts without getting caught up in them. It's about seeing the sky as it is, rather than mistaking the clouds for the sky itself. Zen is about being peaceful and passive. Another misconception is that Zen is about living a life of calm and passivity. But Zen can be fierce and it can be shocking. Zen masters often used shocking methods to jolt their students into awakening. Some would strike their students, others would shout loudly, and some would even use physical actions, like cutting off a student's finger, to break through the conceptual thinking that clouded their minds. Zen isn't about being passive. It's about being fully alive in the moment, whether that moment is peaceful or intense. Zen is mysterious and complicated. Some people think that Zen is full of hidden meanings and complex teachings. In reality, Zen is the opposite. It strips away complexity and focuses on the simplicity of direct experience. When a monk asked Master Zhaozhou about the deepest Buddhist truth, he simply replied, "Have you eaten? Then wash your bowl." No long philosophical explanation. Zen gets to the heart of things, right away, without hiding behind words or concepts. You need special conditions to practice Zen. Many believe that Zen requires a quiet temple, special cushions, or perfect circumstances to practice. Zen Master Foyan addressed this misconception by saying, "There is no special time or place for Zen. Your daily life is the way." Zen isn't about finding the perfect conditions. It's about being fully present in the moment, whether you're sitting in a quiet temple or walking down a busy street. Zen is escapism. Finally, many people think of Zen as a form of spiritual escape, a way to float above life's difficulties and live in blissful detachment. But Zen is not about escaping anything. Zen is about meeting life directly, engaging with every situation as it comes, without avoidance or judgment. As one Zen master put it, if you find Buddha, kill Buddha. If you meet the patriarchs, kill the patriarchs. Zen isn't about escaping into ideas of spirituality. It's about waking up to the reality that is right here, right now. So, what have we learned about Zen? At its core, Zen is not some far-off goal to achieve or some complex philosophy to master. It's about recognizing the truth that is already within you. The only thing missing is your recognition of it. From Bodhidharma's silent meditation in front of a wall to the samurai wielding their swords with pure clarity, Zen teaches us that everything we need for enlightenment is right here, right now, in the simplicity of the present moment. Zen isn't hidden in sacred texts, and it's not about perfect meditation. It's about your ordinary, everyday life. Whether you're chopping wood, carrying water, or simply drinking tea, each moment holds the potential for awakening. As Master Linji famously said, the true person has no rank, no form. Stop searching. Stop chasing. What you're looking for is what's looking. This is Zen. Direct, simple, and powerful. You don't need to seek enlightenment. You just need to realize you're already enlightened, just as you are. And that recognition can transform every moment of your life. If you found this video enlightening, don't forget to like, comment, and share it with your friends. Tell us in the comments, which Zen story surprised you the most? And remember, that cup of tea you're sipping while watching this? That's Zen too, if you know how to drink it. So take a moment, breathe, and enjoy the present. If you're new here, join our growing community by subscribing. Next week, we'll explore another fascinating aspect of Buddhist wisdom. Thank you for watching.